Welcome, everyone. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, focusing on the iconic USA Lincoln 1-cent pennies. Let's start number 1. The USA Lincoln 1-cent penny 1949. The USA Lincoln 1-cent penny from 1949 is a fascinating coin for collectors and historians alike. With its post-World War II production, this penny reflects the era's historical significance and continues to attract attention due to its design, value, and occasional high-priced auctions. Design. The 1949 Lincoln penny, like others in the Lincoln Wheat series, was designed by Victor D. Brenner. The obverse front of the coin features a portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, facing right. Above Lincoln's head is the motto "In God We Trust." To the left of his portrait is the word Liberty, and to the right is the minting year, 1949. The reverse back displays the iconic wheat ears design, which had been in use since the series began in 1909. The two wheat stalks on either side represent prosperity and symbolize agricultural strength. In the center of the reverse are the words 1 cent and United States of America, with the phrase e pluribus unum meaning out of many, one above. History. The 1949 Lincoln penny was minted just a few years after the end of World War II, during a period of economic recovery and industrial expansion in the United States. Pennies from this era were struck in large quantities, with the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints producing millions of coins. Despite the high mintage, the 1949 Lincoln penny still holds historical value due to its place in the post-war American narrative. The design, unchanged for decades, had become a symbol of continuity and stability, while the wheat ears were still a celebrated emblem of the nation's agricultural history. Reality and rarity. While the 1949 Lincoln penny is not particularly rare, its condition and mint marks or lack thereof can significantly affect its value. Circulated versions of this penny are relatively common, but uncirculated or high-grade specimens, especially those graded MS65 or higher, can command much higher prices. The 1949 penny was minted at 3 locations: 1 Philadelphia Mint no mint mark. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 217 million pennies. 2 Denver Mint D mint mark. Denver struck approximately 153 million coins. 3 San Francisco Mint S mint mark. San Francisco contributed around 64 million pennies. In the numismatic world, variations like the D or S mint marks, along with any striking errors, contribute to the rarity and desirability of certain 1949 pennies. Value. For most 1949 Lincoln pennies in circulated condition, the value typically ranges from 0.05 to 2.00, depending on where. However, uncirculated specimens or those with special qualities, such as high mint state grades MS65 or better, can fetch significantly higher prices. Pennies with distinctive features, such as strong strikes, vibrant red coloring, or rare errors, e.g. doubled dies or repunched mint marks, are highly sought after by collectors. For instance, an uncirculated 1949 Lincoln penny graded MS65 or MS66 can command anywhere from 20 to 50. If it is in pristine condition, the value can even exceed 100. Recent auction prices in the millions. While it's extremely rare for a 1949 penny to reach $1 million levels at auctions, exceptional specimens or coins with unique characteristics have the potential to break price records. For example, if a coin shows a rare minting error, is perfectly preserved, or has an extraordinary provenance, collectors may be willing to pay significant premiums. However, most high-grade coins from 1949 tend to sell for hundreds or thousands of dollars rather than millions. In terms of recent auctions, Pristine 1949 pennies with a vivid red appearance and high mint state grading can reach 5,000 to 10,000 at auction. However, there is no recorded instance of a 1949 penny fetching millions in value. That honor remains reserved for much rarer coins, such as the 1943 bronze penny or other significant minting errors. The 1949 Lincoln 1-cent penny is an excellent piece for collectors who appreciate both history and design. While it may not be a $1 million coin, its significance in post-war America and its intricate wheat stock design make it a staple in many collections. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or a casual collector, the 1949 Lincoln penny offers a tangible link to America's past and remains a treasured piece of U.S. coinage history. Number 2. The most valuable 1950 USA Lincoln 1-cent penny. The Lincoln 1-cent penny has been a beloved piece of American coinage since its inception in 1909, marking the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1950 Lincoln penny continues this tradition with its unique design and historical significance. In this script, we'll dive into its design elements, the historical context of its creation, its current value, and notable auction prices. Design. The 1950 Lincoln penny retains the classic design by Victor D. Brenner, which was introduced in 1909. The obverse front features a detailed portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, facing right. The word Liberty appears to his left, while the date 1950 is inscribed to his right. The motto "In God We Trust" arches above Lincoln's head, continuing a tradition of patriotism. The reverse back of the 1950 penny features two wheat stalks flanking the inscriptions 1 cent and United States of America, a symbol of the nation's agricultural roots. The motto "E Pluribus Unum" appears above the text, emphasizing the unity of the states. The 1950 penny still carries the wheat reverse design, which was used until 1958. It is made of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, giving the coin a reddish-brown color when uncirculated. Over time, many pennies have developed a patina due to exposure to the environment. History. In 1950, the United States was emerging from the aftermath of World War II and adjusting to a new era of economic prosperity. The Lincoln penny remained a stable and essential part of everyday transactions. Pennies were minted in large quantities as they were crucial to daily commerce. However, 1950 does not hold any major production anomalies like some of the more famous error coins in earlier or later years, making it a relatively common year for Lincoln pennies. Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints produced millions of these coins, with Philadelphia not bearing a mint mark. Rarity and variance. The 1950 Lincoln penny is generally not considered rare due to its high mintage numbers. Philadelphia mint, 272,635,000. Denver mint, 334,950,000 marked with D. San Francisco mint, 118,505,000 marked with S. Despite the high mintage, there are still a few variants that collectors seek. 1950 SRPM repunched mint mark. Some San Francisco pennies show a repunched S mint mark, a result of the minting process when the die was accidentally struck more than once. These variants are prized among error collectors. To condition, high-grade examples of the 1950 penny, especially those graded as mint state MS65 or higher, can fetch higher prices due to their exceptional preservation. Value. While the 1950 Lincoln penny is not particularly rare, its value can vary based on condition. Circulated average condition, 0.05, 0.25. Uncirculated MS60 to MS63, 1, 5. Uncirculated MS65 or higher, 10, 20 or more. Certain well-preserved pennies, particularly those with the red copper luster and free from blemishes, can command higher premiums from collectors. Proof coins from 1950, which were struck in smaller quantities, also have a higher value, ranging from 50 to 150 depending on their condition. Recent auctions and million-dollar sales, while number 1950 Lincoln pennies have reached the $1 million mark, certain variants and high-grade examples have sold for impressive amounts. A 1950D Lincoln penny MS67 Plus RD, sold for approximately $3,500 in a recent auction. Its brilliant red luster and nearly flawless surface made it a standout example. 1950 SRPM repunched mint mark, in mint state condition, these pennies have sold for $301,000, depending on the visibility and clarity of the error. It's important to note that most 1950 pennies, even in uncirculated condition, will not reach the astronomical prices seen with earlier rare pennies like the 1943 copper or 1909 SVDB Lincoln pennies. The 1950 Lincoln 1-cent penny may not be as rare as some other pennies, but it still holds a special place in numismatic history. With its classic design, strong historical ties to post-World War II America, and the potential for variants and high-grade examples, the 1950 penny remains a valuable piece for collectors. While it hasn't yet reached the $1 million auction prices of its rarer counterparts, its appeal endures among those who treasure both its aesthetic and historical significance. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more deep dives into the world of rare coins.